Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about scripting. As you may know, scripting is one of the most powerful law of attraction techniques. It's also one of the most popular ones, so people tend to like it more because it's so powerful. Along with visualization, I think these are the top two kind of manifestation techniques that our community loves. So I thought that I'm going to do another video on scripting. Specifically today we're talking about a step-by-step guide to scripting so you can have a more wholesome experience with this manifestation activity and just manifest the things that you desire faster and more effectively. Before we get into the video, I have some very exciting and very special news to share. Ya Girl is a certified life coach. I finally graduated. It took me a minute to finally become a certified life coach, but you know, I'm a busy woman and I still did it, so I'm very excited to work with people one-on-one. I specialize in miracle manifestation, which is basically a fancy way of saying manifestation of your desires, as well as shadow work, which is healing of your emotional trauma, as well as past life regression hypnosis. So if you are interested in working with me or you just want to know some more information, then check out my website. I'll link it down below, justanitakadir.com. There you can book a free consultation with me to just find out more information about the kind of coaching that I do. So yeah, I really hope that I hear from some of you, especially since consultation is completely free. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into today's video. The first step to scripting, the first thing that I do before I even start scripting is I write down the list of 10 of my desires. You can always write more desires or less desires, but I think 10 is a good number to start with. By the way, guys, I just started a whole new series on my channel that's called Extreme Law of Attraction Challenge. This is a challenge for all of us to manifest 10 of our desires within 2 months. So if you want to join me and some other people in this law of attraction journey, then go ahead and check out the series down below. But the way that we start the series is with scripting. First, we identify the 10 of our desires that we want to manifest within 2 months, and the second thing we do is scripting because it's such a powerful technique. But anyway, the reason why I say you should identify what you want before you start scripting is because when you script without knowing what you want, it's kind of directionless. Yes, of course you're describing your ideal life, but when you don't have clear desires, clear goals, clear dreams inside your head, it becomes kind of a vague intention for the universe. And as you know, our universe likes us to be specific. Of course, once again, the universe does not like us to be specific with the way that our desire is going to manifest, but the universe likes us to be as specific as we can in the formulation of our desire because it wants to make sure that it gives us exactly what we want. Writing down 10 of your biggest desires before you start scripting really gives you the points that you're supposed to hit throughout your scripting session. You know, you're not just vaguely describing some dream life. You actually have clear-cut goals for what your life, what your reality should look like. So I highly suggest that you don't just sit down and imagine an ideal situation, but you sit down with either one clear goal in mind. You know, you could be scripting specifically for an occasion that you want to manifest, or you can also script for your ideal life, which is what I do, what we're doing for the Extreme Law of Attraction Challenge series, and you know, just hit all of the 10 desires throughout your scripting session. I suggest that if you do the 10 desires list, then you categorize your desires as well as make sure that they are diverse in terms of the spheres of life that they are hitting. So don't just write a list of 10 material objects that you would like to acquire. You know, don't like Chanel bag and Cartier bracelet, because the chance is through your scripting experience, you're not going to be able to connect to a bunch of material objects. You know, I talked about it on my channel before, but it's much easier for us to manifest things that we wholeheartedly connect to. This doesn't mean that you are not allowed to write down your material things, but make sure that your desires, if they were to be fulfilled, if they were to be lifted to their fullest potential, that they would give you that perfect life, that all-comprehensive perfect life that's not just, you know, materially wealthy and abundant. The categories for your desire can sound like SMART goals. I don't know if you've heard about SMART goals, but they are basically categorized goals. So let's say you'll have a desire for your financial life, you'll have a desire for your career, you'll have a desire for your family relationships, you'll have a desire for your romantic partner. You know, just have them categorized in order to make sure that when you script, you have a wholesome picture of your perfect life. When you write down your desires, I also highly suggest that the very formulation of your desire includes an emotion or feeling in it. Specify how your desires are going to make you feel in the very formulation of them when you write them. So for instance, a simple way of writing your desire would be, I have an amazing career that gives me this amount of money per year. A better way of writing that desire would be, I am so content and so grateful to have a job that fulfills me on a soulful level, that also fulfills me financially and gives me this amount of money per year. Do you see the difference in the formulation of these desires? The difference is in how that statement makes you feel. The first statement does not arise that much emotion from your heart, right? But the second one does, because the way that you formulate it is different. Once you write down your desires, the next step is to identify the kind of a person that you want to be, the kind of a person that you envision living your best life, living the life that you would have once all of these desires manifest into physical reality. So for me, the woman that I envision living my best life is a little bit different from who I am at this moment. You know, she's more motivated, she's more serious about her physical health, she's more determined, she's more ambitious, she just got her life a little bit more together, you know. So make sure that if there are changes that you want to see in your character, if there is shadow work that you want to be done, if you have someone to forgive or some healing to do, make sure that you specify the kind of a person you envision yourself to be, the kind of a higher self that you envision living that best life. I take the step very seriously because it gives me a direction in which I should be going in order to manifest my best life. You know, if in my head the idea of my ideal self and the idea of my dream life are connected, then in order for me to receive my dream life, I must also become the person that I envision living that best life, right? So by becoming that person, by really identifying who that person is, you are stepping towards your dream life. Next step is not obligatory. And I don't think that's how you say that word. Obligatory. Obligatory.
Obligatory.
Bitch, what?
Obligatory. Obligatory.
Obligatory. No, there's no way. Is this like British or something? The next step is not obligatory, but if you have a little bit of extra time in your spiritual routine, I suggest that you don't get to scripting right away and you just kind of meditate on the kind of a person that you want to be and your 10 desires. Envision the kind of a life that you would have if you were to fulfill all of these desires. Finally, we now can get to scripting, and the first thing that I suggest is that you play some bomb-ass music and really make sure that you put yourself in a state of alignment before you even start your scripting, because you want to make sure that everything you type down or write down is truly coming from the place of happiness and joy. You know, don't get to scripting when you're grumpy, because there's no point to script if you're grumpy. You know, you are not in alignment with your desires anyway, so why do it? I always use music as a way to empower my manifestation practice. I use it for all of my manifestation practices. I use it for visualization, I use it for scripting, I even sing my affirmations to myself. Music just has that something about it that gives it the power to affect our vibration. So by choosing the kind of a music that we listen to during our manifestation practice, we can amplify the frequency that we are on. So why not use it in your scripting practice? Now that you're ready to script, look at your desires, look at the kind of a vision for the kind of a person that you want to be, and just envision the kind of a life you would live if your desires were to be realized. The point of this exercise is not just to give your life direction, but also to make yourself feel something. Make sure that when you're writing it, you really allow yourself to dream. This is possible. This scripting technique will make it happen. So make sure you connect to it on an emotional level, because for a manifestation to take place, you need to get your feelings involved in it. Of course, as you already know, you should be using present tense. You're not wishing for something to manifest. You're not dreaming of the future. You are here in the present moment, writing it because it's already true for you. You're not going to have that $1 million house. You already have it. It's not in the future. It's here now, because all manifestation is present tense manifestation. Make sure that throughout your scripting session, you emphasize your gratitude. Just imagine if you did manifest all these desires, what you would feel, and make sure that you hit all of those emotions, specifically gratitude. Don't just write down, I have this, I have this, I have this. Write down, I'm so fucking thankful that I am so powerful beyond my imagination that I wrote the script down weeks ago and now I have it. Write it with all of the emotions that you would feel, specifically gratitude, because believe me honey, when you do manifest your ideal life, you would be feeling pretty grateful. In your scripting, because you're writing as a person who is already living your best life, what you can do is you can also thank your past self for having done the scripting in the first place. You can tell yourself, oh my god, I'm so thankful for my past self who didn't give up, for my past self who has discovered the law of attraction and worked with it and manifested this beautiful life for me, because right now I'm living it and it feels amazing. I just can't comprehend the magic of the universe to this day, because every day I get to live my dream life. So yeah, this is it for me for today. This is my step-by-step guide to scripting. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I always appreciate all your comments so much. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. As always, all of my links are going to be down in the description box. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.